go.
お願いします。
Just begin to loosen the body up. Nice and light. Just let all the limbs release towards the ground. Okay, I'm just working front to back, nice and lightly. Really swinging away from the heels to the toes. And side to side. And let the arms just drag the body. Okay, working with rotations. Okay, and then just really waving through the body, through the whole spine. Open the movement, opening the body up, and then closing down. Keep going. So, good. Okay, good. So we'll start with the feet and the ankles. Just rolling with the ball of the foot in the ground. And just with the toes down into the ground, nice and lightly. Just roll the toes. Keeping most of the weight on the other foot. Good. Keep changing side. With the ball of the foot. Okay, roll it over. Just work the toes. Get the feet together, just rolling the knees. And the other way. Just separate the feet a little bit and just work with opening the knees up, down, front. Just rolling the hips. And the other way. You're rolling the torso one direction. And the other. And the shoulders rolling back. And forwards. And then just alternate it one side at a time. And forwards. Swinging the arms to the front. And together, nice big circles. And changing direction, just working over to the front. Folding the arms across the chest. And then opening up. And just working the head. Just circles to the front. And then just working a figure of eight pattern with the neck and the head. And then just around the back. Nice and gentle. Okay, good. Okay, so just going to start with the feet just a little bit wider than shoulder width. I just want you to drop the weight back here and then just open the arms, open the chest out, pull the chest up and press the chin back into the body. So just coming back into this posture, drop the weight down. Just take nice deep breaths. Imagine the rib cage like a balloon. You want to really fill it on kind of all sides. So just really nice deep breaths in and then out. And as you breathe out, try and keep the sense of length in the body. So try not to collapse down as you breathe out. Keep the sense of length all the time. These are really kind of decompression breaths. So on the out breath, try and increase the sense of length and width through the body. Just 3 or 4. And one more. And on the in-breath, what I want you to scoop the hands up, reach them back, and at the same time as you do that, bring the hips back. So the knees are very lightly bent, not too far bent, and definitely not forward of the heels. Keep the knees kind of back. Press up, and with the hands, just press the fingers together. So create a kind of sphere with the hands, as high as you can, and at the same time keeping the chest kind of up, and the chin again facing back. So you want a sense of length down the spine to the top of the head. And again, work with deep breaths, so really trying to expand through the rib cage. Just 3 or 4 nice deep breaths. And then on the next breath out, start to bring the body down, hinge the hips back even further if you can, and press the fingers into the ground, and pull the hips away from the hands. Again, if you can, keep the knees pointing, keep the knees beyond the heel, so back of the heel, and really try and create length through the spine. Breathe as if you're pulling the hips away from the hands. And then just nice and gently come back up to that. Good. And do the same just in a kind of short lunge. So again, just keeping the knee, if you look down, keep the knee back of the heel, so don't come forward here. Just in a deep lunge here. Just again, find this position with the hands. Here again, chest up and the chin back. And again, just nice deep breaths. Really try and create space in all directions in the ribcage. Open the body back. And then the same thing here, just bring the hands up. Nice and high, just above the head. Really try and create length up through the body, all the way from the back of the heel. And again, take nice deep breaths. Try and create more space in the lungs. And just release it down. And then just the same from the other side. A kind of short lunge. Let's find the back. Bring the arms back. Nice deep breaths in. And then just scooping the hands up. Reach up nice and high. Release it. Okay, this time's a little bit wider. So now you want the hips to be square and you want the back heel off the ground now. So again, this is quite easy to go into this kind of position with the heel on the same line as the knee. But again, keep the knee back of the body. So I want you basically you're recruiting all the back of the legs, back of both legs and the back of the body. I come to this position, I start to go into the front of the body. So really try and recruit the back. Just come into the same position, bringing the hips back. And in this case, rather than reaching back, what you do is just tilt the hips forward. So just allow the pelvis kind of tilt forward. So basically on the same line as the back leg. Keep the front knee back of the heel. And just find this position. Again, as much as you can, chest pushing forward. Arms back. And then the same position, just reaching up, scooping up. And again, just try and create length through the back of the heel, or the ball of the foot in this case. Stretch right up, really reach up with the hands. And keep the breath really deep. That's that. Reaching up. Okay, then drop the hands a little bit. And in this case, you're going to tilt up, you're going to twist away from the back heel. So if the left leg is forward, you're going to go towards the left this way. And just twist as far as you can. And just hold it. Nice and slowly to release it, coming back. And then again, just change sides. Just find a nice deep, wide lunge. Find this position, open the back up, open the arms. And just tilt the pelvis towards the front leg. You allow the pelvis to do this movement. Just the arms back, nice deep breath in. And just scoop the hands up, find the sphere at the front, and stretch right up, as high as you can with the hands. Hold it. Drop the hands a little bit and then just twist away from the back leg. That's it. That's it. Good. And release it. Okay, good. The last one's similar to the first one. You're a little bit wider, so just allow the feet to point out. And again, just sink the body back. Find this position. This is a little bit harder now to find the knees. So really, this is as if you're being kind of pulled backwards, as if you're kind of falling back. So this will kind of slightly feel like you're falling. So really let the knees come back. So the knees are, in this case, hardly. The knees are hardly bent at all. They're just kind of pushing back. So this is the same as the first one, just really deep. Pulling the hips back. I find this one's pretty difficult. If you've got the right position. Imagine in this case the toes kind of pointing in, so that they're slightly pointing out, but imagine that the big toes kind of pressing in towards the center. Find this position. Nice deep breath. And the legs are probably shaking, mine are. And then the same thing, scoop the hands up. Really try and bring the pelvis as far as you can back. Bring the hands together, or the fingers together. And just hold it. And try and really recruit the back of the legs, the back of the body, to kind of hold you. It really feels like you're falling back. One deep breath, and then come to the ground with the hands. And again, just try and pull the hips again back from the hands. Nice and deep. And just release it. Okay, just shake the body up a little bit. Okay, good. So we'll just do a little bit of pretending on the ground. Do this really slow, really use the hands, so just change sides each time. Just coming down, rolling down the spine, and just coming forward really slowly. And just take your time, and really also in this case, really allow the focus on the pelvis as you come up, and allow it to really come forward. Yes, there's also stretch forward. So really roll down the spine. As much contact as you can with the ground. Make it really slow. And try and coordinate the breath with the movement. That's it. That's it.
We've lost your camera, Michael.
Oh yeah, oh. 1 second. There we go, I'm back. Good. Okay, and then just working with forward roll. So again, just really slow, really creating the length down the body. So find the front hand, find the throat, find the ground, really find the shoulder. And just curl the body through. So not really a roll in this case, just kind of folding the body over. Don't really see it as a kind of, not really using the momentum so much. Just really coiling through the move. Slow as you can. Again, try and keep the breath calm as you come through. So really breathing out through the roll. That's good. Super. Yeah, good. Good, and then just starting from the knees here, coming backwards up. In this position, find the hands, sink into the ground, and then just rolling up. And just take this nice and slow. So really use the space in between the move. So come onto the knees, find the arms, because you're going to roll down right through the back of the arm. Sink the hips down, roll down, and just bring the foot forward. So kind of finishing in that Caesar posture. And then just change the side. Find the hands, sink down. Wee, call it down, don't do that. Don't hit the wall. Sink. Good. Okay, good. And the last one just from the knees again. This one's really like a sideward roll. So you're going to bring the body in this way. Now the focus just stays to the front of the body. So in this case, you roll down this way. Do like a modification of the front roll. Rolling down this way, and then you finish with the body facing the front. So coil the body over to the side, find the ground, and then find the body this way. So really using the arms to guide the roll. So really want to stay sideways. This way. This way. Okay, then last one. This is just working from standing position, working to the ground and then back up. So you can play with either the the kind of standard, kind of basic back position coming up and find it, or you can play with a forward roll coming up onto the feet. And the key thing is just really take your time, take a few steps between them. Find the roll, find the feet, and then just raise up through the body. So just play with either kind of forward, backwards, or backwards rotated, or the sideways, but just really feel the movement between the standing position into the ground and out of the ground. Just nice fluid movements. You're trying to connect the movements into the ground. Take a few steps between each roll. Good. Good. Okay, good. So just look at some body work. Just nice and easy to start. Just rolling through here into cookie work, and then roll into the back, and just pressing onto the other side. This is like a kind of Zengo movement. So roll to the back, and press through. Roll to the back, press through. And just really working on spiraling through the body into the ground and finding this cocky work. Front and back. Good. And just put the focus a little bit more on the elbow down into the fingers, into the tip of the fingers. And when you look for a spiral, really look for a spiral. So the arm's really moving in a spiral this way, especially this section of the arm. So this is the most mobile part of it, especially the hand and the elbow down this way. This part of the arm is kind of the shoulder down to the bicep, the elbow is pretty just relaxed. So it's not really moving Yeah, in these kind of positions, coming up, just let it sink down and find this position. But this part of the body, the hands, really move in this kind of spiral. So just try and create a little bit more flexibility in this area. This can really stay pretty static in a sense. So it's moving with the body, but it's not really moving in a sense like this or up. Just have this kind of sense. And the same when you're kind of moving to this position. You just kind of imagine spirals coming out of the hands. That's it. That's it. That's it. Good, good, good. Hello. Okay, good. And as much as you find the extension out in the hands, try and also put the focus into the feet as well. So as you're doing this, really have the sense that the feet, the pressure is really increasing into the ground. You notice that if you do this against a wall, there's a feeling that as I increase the movement or I increase the pressure into the hand, I need to increase the pressure down. Or if you imagine pushing a car, if I just add pressure with the hands, I basically fall forward, but I've got to kind of press with the feet as well. So I have the sense of equalizing the pressure out into the feet as well. So you can also use a wall if you've got one close. Just press. So there's a feeling of as I press through here, increase down, press through here, increase down. If I just increase pressure in the hand, I basically fall away from the hand. So I basically push myself away from the ground. But I want to feel that the ground is pushing the wall. So feel that the hand is really being pressed through the feet. Yeah, that's it. That's it. So it's really a sense of, again, spiraling into the ground. So as much as you spiral out with the hand, spiral down into the feet. Yeah. That's it. That's it. That's it. Good. That's it. That's it. Good. Okay, and then here just goes into a tenkan. So from this position, roll it from the front foot, and again, just find in the same position. And then from here, just change the feet. So do this really carefully. Just find the ground, find the balance, and just coil through and find the ground here. And just release it towards the ground. Let everything just sink down. This is kind of really a neutral position. Lend through the body and then just coil through to the back. Find the extension. Drop it. Coil through to the back. Again, keep the same idea of pressure through the feet. Really try and find the feet and the hands at the same time. Roll into it. That's it. So there's a little bit of tendency when we do this movement to create tension in the arm. And this really comes also when we do Taina Henko, this kind of movement, and create kind of tension in the arm. Now all this does in a sense is pull the body out of the ground. So if I start to tense through the upper body, it starts to just pull me out of the ground. So in this case, just play with the arms nice and loose, and just find the tension and just let the arms just flow down. And I really want to create weight in the lower body. So all the focus is in the lower body. Just let the arms be very loose, like the thick ropes. So really kind of thick ropes, and I just want a sense of them coiling around the body. And I want the center and the hips to be really stable as I do it. So we do rotations a lot in Aikido. We tend to be pretty bad at them in general. So try and have the sense that you're rotating, spiraling into the ground, and not kind of coiling out of the ground in a sense. So let the arms just really follow the body with weight. So there's no tension in the upper body. That's it. Good, good. Good. That's it. Good. Now try and keep that kind of feeling in the arms as you make the rotation. Find the hands, so that the arms should feel actually quite loose. And the feeling you want is that there's always space in the joints. So there's always a sense of space in the joint, and that they're never kind of rigid, moving through a kind of link. So just allow the arms to flow, and you just come into a position. So it's strong, extended, but there's still a sense of space in the joints. That's it. Yeah, good, good, good. Okay, the last one, just working within a Rimi Tenkan. So entering in, just find the position. And again, feel free, just play with this kind of movement where you're just kind of relaxing the arms down. This is a really easy movement to lose the ground, in a sense, kind of coiling up and down, this kind of movement. So have the sense that you're really spiraling into the ground. So in this case, feel free, use the hands however you like. You don't necessarily have to come into this position, but have the sense of coiling into the ground with the movement. So use the hands however you like, basically in a way that's going to aid the body to sink down. So you can use the hands kind of palm down, out, this way, just coil them around, or just leave them loose, but really just focus on this downward spiral into the ground. And the upper body is just relax on top of the lower body. Just really focusing on the quality of the movement. Being really centered, balanced, grounded. Okay, the last one we'll do is just a combination. So in this case, starts with a Taina Henko move, but in this case, I'm not completing the move. I'm going to continue through and take a step. You can see. So that you're going to do two movements now. You're going to roll to the back, And then from here, press forward. And then reset it, roll to the back, press forward. And in this case, I'm really using a different kind of position. So find this position. The elbows are basically down, the hands are kind of open. If you're in a kind of open position, and then from here coming forward, pressing with the body this way. And then just release it each time. Find a neutral position, roll to the back, open the arms out, and then coil the body through. So now you're really working with those spirals. You've got this move and then this, and just working it with the whole body. Rolling out and then coiling in as you press forward. And really in this case, just focusing on weight of the body. So nice and heavy. There. So weight and extension. Opening, closing. That's it. That's it. That's it. Good, good, good. Okay, good. Take a booking. We'll do a little bit of super breathe. So we just start actually with just Kamai. So just coming into a Kamai here, and just keeping the sense of extension that you've got with the Kokyu, not fully extended, just relaxed. And then from here, just moving with the body. So just really moving with a sense of the center, collecting into the body, and just move freely left side, right side. But keep a sense really that the bokken's connecting to the center, especially the tip. So try and really extend your feeling all the way through the bokken. You just have the sense that it's really connecting into the move. So whatever movement I make with the hip translates into the hand and translates directly to the bokken. So just really play with the connection. And keep the body nice and heavy, draining towards the ground. And try and have a sense of the body in all the directions. So front and back, left and right, up and down. Sense of the body really total. Extension really in all directions. And just play with it. Yeah, once you've got a feel for this, just start to slightly increase the complexity in the movement. So working with rotations, entering rotations, just really start to kind of open the movements out a little bit. And always keep the sense that the bokken is really attached to the body. It's really connected. So it's connected flexibly, but it's really connected. So just, you can increase the speed or you can just increase the complexity of the movement. So it's really challenging the sense of connection with the bokken. So nice and light with the handwork. That's good. That's it. Good. The next thing, just play with kamais. So just play with different positions. So this is basically working in Chudan kamai and kind of keeping it. But in this case, I want you to just work with different kinds of kamai. So you've got kind of high kamais coming into this, like you do in the second saburi. You've got low kamais where you're basically draining the sword down. You've got kamais like this from the third saburi, from the back. You've also got movements like hasso, these kind of movements. And you've also got movements where you just kind of change the thing entirely. So don't worry about it being a sword posture. You're basically just trying to, again, work with the body and find different positions with the hands. And all the time keeping a sense of the spine being relaxed on top of the lower body and nice weighted down. So just play with the transitions between different kamais. And again, just focusing really on the quality of the movement. And in this case, also come back into this kind of position where you're just kind of moving. So just, this is the kind of just really practice into connection with the weapon. Get this, and then just come into a position and release it. And then come into a new position. Release it. And work left side, right side as well. That's it. Good. Okay, good. Now just work with whatever you've got around you. I just want you to focus on kind of making a connection with another thing now. So just using this kind of idea, just come into it and just come into contact with something, with an object. So this is super light. I don't want even really to touch it. So it's just like kind of placing it. There's kind of really like 1 gram of weight on the contact. So, and just move around and just find different things, different objects, and really be precise about it. So find a position and just make contact with it. Do this really slow, carefully. Just contact. Different heights, different things. Just really making contact with it, as if you're kind of touching it with your finger, but just with the tip of the booking. So. So. That's it. That's it. That's it. Okay, good. We'll come back to that. Just focus on one attack now. So just working right side forward. Just sliding through, finding the top of the head and striking down this way. This is the kind of the most simple attack we can make. So just really from the right foot forward, extension out, really feel the connection with the center and just press the center forward and find the cut this way. In this case, don't find the back, just find the top of the head and cut down this way. Again, you do this really slow. The first thing is really just trying to coordinate the hands and the feet. I really feel that the hands basically follow the footwork. Really easy. Okay, good. And the first thing with this one that tends to happen in this case is the body stays static and the hands move first, and then the body comes in. Really get the sense in this movement that the feet are going to come first. So the pressure in this case comes from the back foot, and that releases the hands up. So just really get a sense of this coordination, so that you're in this position, really in the middle, and feel that the pressure builds in the back leg. So the pressure builds through to the foot, and then feel that as that presses me forward, this releases the hand through. So you can also really break this down. Even though this is the most simple exercise you can really make, you can also really break it down. So just get a sense of this coming through. So I want the hands to be raised through the pressure in the feet. Again, it's the same kind of thing we look at with the koki work, that I don't lead with the hand and then do a movement. The movement's really going to come from the ground and then press through. So you can really just break this down, get a sense of pressing through, raising the hands up. I want the whole body to basically be coordinated with the sword. Just get a sense, oh, this comes through. This comes through. That's it. Yeah, good. That's it. Yeah, good. And this is the kind of strike you see a lot in kind of kendo world, where I'm just kind of coming through and hitting the head this way. So coming through and just striking for the head this way. And in terms of kendo, I want to be really fast and agile, and I just want to hit him before he hits me. So if I hit him on the head before he hits me, I get a point. So, but in this case, what I really want to do in terms of the sword work we do, or the body work we do, is I really want to have this sense of landing weight through the body. So I'm really, the focus in this case is really pressing the weight through the body and into the ground. So what you're looking to do in this case is really have a sense of the weight of the body draining down into the ground. And this is really why we cut to the ground, we cut to the center as well. The focus is really on the center of the body, this, and not necessarily on the strike, on the kind of target of the strike, but it's really a kind of way of organizing the body, again, to kind of ground through the center. So I want the feeling that the hands are kind of hitting the ground in a sense. It's this. So you want to feel really heavy at the end of it, really grounding into it. And this is kind of similar to the move you make in Taina Henko. This, really trying to ground the body down and not be kind of out. So just focus now on, we've got the coordination through one thing, and then just ground the body right down. Yeah. So good, strong extension, but really it's rooted in the weight of the body down. This. That's it, good. Okay, just play with different movements now. You can also do this on the left side. So the same kind of idea, pressing from the back foot, striking down. It's a little bit of a weaker attack, so we don't tend to use it, but it's also possible. The other kind of variations you can make on this is in terms of levels. So striking down this way to a lower target. And in this case, really kind of striking for the head, coming to the head this way. So just play a little bit, or in that case, also striking the wrist. So you can also use this as a strike for the wrist if they're up. So just get a sense in this, just slightly vary the attack a little bit, but keep this sense of the center and the weight. So what I need to do is adapt the body to the movement. If I go down, I need to really adapt the body down. If I come up, I need to adapt where the body's really draining down. Left side, I need to really fit the movement into the left side of the body. So just play with slight variations on it, but keeping the same basic attack. Just slightly open it out a little bit. And keep the same idea, feet coordinating with the hands. That's yeah, good. 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 And again, just working with objects in your space. Just work now with an attack now. Don't do this so close to start with. Just have the sense of find something. Work with like 4 fingers distance. So on a sense of striking down this way. So really with a sense of a kind of hands distance between. I really feel that the strike point is somewhere in this area here in the bucket itself. Again, play with different kind of levels, different objects. Just find something. Really kind of focus on it, and then just go to it. Strike through to it, and then release it. So really feel a clear kind of connection between the target and the ground as well. Just that, and connect to it. And start with a really clear space. And when you feel kind of comfortable with it, with the kind of accuracy, start to decrease the distance. So start to work with a kind of finger width away from it. Just use different objects, different targets. Really get a sense of connecting the attack now to something. Good. Good. Okay, so you've got that kind of movement connecting to something with a target. Just mix in now the kind of the movements here, this, and also coming into a kamae. So find yourself coming to a kamae and then find the contact with something. Find an object. Okay, find a different target, find a kamae, different kamae, and then just striking towards it. Find the ground this way. So just move around, kind of move around freely until you kind of find something, you kind of naturally focus on something. Good. Find a position with the object and then just strike into it this way. So just play now with different kamaes. Just move freely if you like and strike it. That. And really kind of precise movement with it. No contact with this case. That's it. What fly? Good. Okay, good. So we'll do a little bit of the temi work. So just put the walk into the side. So in this case, we'll work on the uraken, so the kind of back fist in this case. So just do this really slowly to start. So feet about shoulder width apart. Relax the body down. You're going to use one hand to find the kabisi on the center line. Yeah, and then the opposite hand wraps around the body this way. So it wraps around the kind of to the back of the neck. Now from here, you're going to do this just to practice the movement. Just release it and come through this way. The arm comes back into the body. Keep the hand really light in this case. So the hand that's out to the center rolls into the body, and it's really tight to the body. So it's basically going to be in contact with the body. Comes through here and this. So this kind of movement. And then as you find this movement, releases the fist this way. Comes to here. Just do one side to start. So just wrap the hand around the body this way. Keep the weight centered down, and then just release it through. Do this nice and soft, and just allow the hand to come back to the body. Wrap around, find the ground, and just release it. It's like a kind of whip, this movement. So find this position, and wrap it around. That's it. Find the. This is really where the hips are kind of neutral in this position. So the hips facing forward, and in this case, the hip comes through this way. And we're basically twisting the body through this way. You think about these kind of movements we make in the beginning. We see like this kind of coordination. It's a little bit tighter with the body. Yeah. Good. Okay, good. That's it. Okay, so in this case, the focus always goes to the hand that's striking. So just to really focus on this hand as well. Come to this position and really kind of scrape it across the body. Scrape it across the body. And the body's also going to make this rotation. So I don't want to kind of stay like this. I don't want to kind of do this. This is really just the arms doing it. So really allow the whole body to rotate this way. So the whole body pulls out this way. And then the hand just basically, it's in the sense of this hand pulling each other. So the hands are kind of working together. Just for now, really focus on the back hand. The hand that's on the center really rolls through here, and it's very tight to the body. This way. Allow the whole body to this. That's it. Yeah, good. Good. And the only real way to do this is slowly. So if I do this fast, the tendency the movement starts to kind of go all over the place. So really take your time with it, really slow, and really train the body. Each time's coming to the same position. So you're really also training that kind of consistent movement in this case, which really is best done slowly. So just take your time with it. This. That's it, good. That's it, good. Nice. And then we'll go to the kind of the striking hand. So this is a really nice strike because I don't need to make a fist to do it. So the tendency with most of the strikes is that it again creates kind of tension through the body. So this is actually a strike you can make with the fingers very loose. So this is actually a strike you can make with the fingers to the eyes, boom, to the kind of scrape across the eyes. You can also make it with the wrist very loose. So in this case, don't worry about making a fist with the hand. Just have a sense of this. So have a sense of kind of flicking out with the hand. Now the focus is really on the shoulder to the elbow. So the sense of this, the strike's really being made here with this part of the body. And this is just very loose. What I don't want to do is this, strike out with the fist where I'm basically pulling out. So that the power in the movements, just imagine the power's coming from the center of the body. So in this case, just practice, forget about this hand for now, just practice this kind of rotation this way. So this kind of reaching out. This. So it's like it's a very fast move, but it's a very efficient move. And it can be done very, very lightly, but you can generate a lot of power with it. So very fast, but very efficient. This. Just focus on that. Yeah. And again, it's just about the coordination between the body. This. Really let the body come out. And come out. And come out. That's it. That's it. Yeah. 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 That's it. That's it. Good, good, good. Nice. Okay, good. And then just coming back to the whole movement, now you're going to change sides each time. So start with the left hand out, coming through, find the move this comes out and then back. And then from here, reverse it. The hand that strikes comes over to the side, and from here, this and out. And then change it, this and out. Change it, this and out. Again, just do this really slow, so no rush with it. So it's really just trying to get the coordination. Sense of weight in the body. Yes. Yes. Keep as much focus on the backhand as the front. Scraping across the body. Good. Nice. Good. And this is really worth spending a lot of time on these kind of movements, really slow, nice and controlled, no real speed and power. But then basically spend a long time doing that, and then just work with this as a kind of from a natural movement. So you basically forget all the other stuff now with the elbow coming to the back and this kind of move, and just have the sense that this is coming just forward, striking straight down. So it's just coming right from the front hand. striking out and coming back. So this is now really fast, very efficient. I need basically all the kind of coordination from this kind of static drill to really be in place. Otherwise, this comes into these kind of movements, so I kind of get drawn out of balance. So really get a sense of the weight down, and then just snap it out this way. So they actually feel very free, but also very heavy. Should also be very effective and very fast. Very efficient strike. Yes. Fast. Good. Good. Okay, and the main technique we use this in is the Ikkyo or Motetsu, or Ura as well. So working from Katate Dori, you work with a bokken as well or not, but in this case, just to practice this move. So the front leg comes out and then you strike out this way. So just really forget about this hand for now, but just imagine it's being grabbed, foot comes out and you strike in this way. And this really needs to be done as one move. So just get the sense again, footwork leads out to the side and then striking down this way. Again, very fast, nice efficient movement. Out to the side and striking down. Out to the side, striking down. Out to the side, strike. Very relaxed. Okay, good. And just in terms of the angle, in this case, you're really moving off to the side. So in this case, don't come back and do the movement. This is where you're actually moving out of range. So this is really from a static position. You're coming out to the side, striking down this way. So this is really a strike to the side of the temple. So if you imagine someone who's grabbing you, you want to move into this area here. So not into the back. So in this case, really work to the side, this angle here. So really it's a strike to the, it's a movement to the side. Striking to the head. Striking to the head this way. Striking to the head. That's it. That's it. That's it. Yeah, good. Nice. That's it. That's it. Good, and then just work with finding the grip. So now really rolling out with this hand. So this hand does like a cutting movement this way. So this foot and this hand really roll that together this way. Roll that together this way. So just practice, in this case, just practice the hand kind of coming out, hand coming out, and then start to coordinate this hand with it. So just start to kind of draw it up, and draw it up, and then strike with it. Just come into it. Just kind of work your way into it. Just trying to coordinate hands together, and come into the strike. So that's it. Good, and then just work with really finding the grip now. So you can just do this one-sided slice out, find the grip, and really find the grip with the bokken. So it comes out, this is straight onto it. So by the time I've got to that position, I'm already onto the hand this way. So it's a very fast move. Off to the sides, take the grip. The side, take the grip. That's it. Wow. Good. And then just play with coming to the Ikkyo. So play with either the Emote or the Ura. It's coming to the side. Find the grip. Roll it out. Keep the weight down. All the way into the ground. And then just stepping through. If you want, come all the way into the ground. And then coming back up. So play with the Emote and Ura. Just really the focus is on this first movement. This. Release it. And come into the Ikkyo. Just work with any Ikkyo. Oh. There we go. Yeah, good. Okay, in the last minute, so just open the movement out, make it a little bit more fluid. So that's coming through and find the movement here. You can also open the angle out now. So rolling back, striking, rolling through. Or in this case, also really opening out to the back, strike, and then find the movement. And keep it nice and basic, just keeping the kind of variation off to the side. So, and find the Ikkyo. You can come to the back, find the Ikkyo, to really open it out with a rotation. Strike, find the movement. Very nice. Good. Okay, just to finish this, like doing the swear as a cookie roll, just standing. Just open the body out, sink down. You can find a spiral through the body and then just extend it away from the body. This is nice and slowly, so dropping down, opening out, and pressing. It's a nice kind of cool down. So drop down, open, and press through. Really again, just focusing on the connection between the hands, the feet, the center, always draining down into the ground. Down, open, press. Down, open, press. Also feel the whole body's involved in it, especially the kind of the spine and the back. Really try and recruit it into the movement. The whole body. That's so good. Great. Good. Okay, good. We'll finish. Bow out. はい、どうもありがとうございます。
どうも、ありがとうございました。